We have a major update on Randy Orton's possible WWE return. NXT stars tease a huge free agent debut in WWE. And multiple WWE stars appear during last night's Super Bowl. More on that in this video. Hello everybody, Jack and Ross here with the Monday morning wrestling news. Big news to start with, Ross.
Yes, it is. There could be a massive return happening in WWE very soon, if that's going by the word of a certain world-famous, world-travelled bootmaker.
That's
we
right.
all know the name.
We're starting with Mexican bootmaker Jose G. Sanz, who seems to be like quite a renowned wrestling bootmaker. He literally makes the wrestling boots. And he was answering questions on social media this past weekend and was asked about what he was working on. He mentioned two names, or specifically two names. He said he was making boots for Cody Rhodes to wear at WrestleMania, and revealed, Ross, that he had another order recently as well.
Here is a direct quote when he said, "I haven't made them yet, but Randy Orton contacted me via email for his return," and naturally we're sat here saying he's wanting boots made. This must mean a return is on the not too distant horizon.
That would be the logical conclusion, I think, to jump to here. Now, obviously, Orton's been out. He was out quite suddenly, and then has been out for a long time.
May last year, Jack.
Is that how long it's been?
May last year was that title unification thing with the Usos and Riddle getting pushed off the top rope, and that was Randy Orton's last match.
And it seems to have been one of those instances where they quietly gave him time off, and it's turned into an extended break. And by this point, I was honestly thinking, will we ever see Randy Orton in the ring again?
Yeah, there was talk that whatever has happened to him was a sort of potential career end. Obviously, with 20 plus years behind him in the ring, this sort of thing, I guess, is going to happen. But I guess it is just nice to hear that when he's going to be ready, he could well be coming back.
Yeah, and I don't think any of us would blame Randy Orton for not wanting to wrestle. He's done everything in the base. Yeah, but it seems like good news for Randy Orton, and hopefully we do see him again.
And also good for Jose, who's a very versatile bootmaker. Obviously, Orton has the standard laces up the front. Okay. Cody has that weird thing down the front of his where it might hide the laces, granted, but it looks like there's no laces at all.
Oh,
a versatile bootmaker.
Wow, fantastic! Now I'm going to be noticing this all the time.
Yeah, when you look at the footwork of wrestlers, you'll know the difference in boots.
Also, interesting developments in New Japan, which could have ramifications in WWE, because this past weekend, Jay White lost what a stipulation this is, a loser leaves Japan match to Hikuleo.
Is this a shock? I know in the grand scheme of things, looking behind the curtain, it's not a shock, but in the ring, in kayfabe, is this a shock? I would suggest that Jay White is several rungs above Hikuleo on the ladder on the pecking order in New Japan, but at the same time, Hikuleo's a big giant man, so you can always have them beat someone even if they wouldn't necessarily be expected to, I suppose. The end of the match saw Jay White ask for one final too sweet from Hikuleo before eating a choke slam. It seems like a bit of a Shawn Michaels Ric Flair moment there. Yeah. And then bid a clearly emotional farewell to Tanahashi at ringside, a rival of his, and the New Japan crowd. Now, Jay White's never an emotional babyface character. He's an awful heel man. So this seems very much like some sort of final goodbye. Or maybe he's just pulling the wool over everyone's eyes because he is an arsehole. That would be great as well. And I wouldn't, that wouldn't be outside the realms of possibility, but at the same time, a lot of people with it, because now the wider story here is obviously that Jay White has been speculated as somebody that WWE have had their eye on recently. And now it seems like a few NXT superstars as well are at least pretending to... No, it seems quite real, doesn't it? Yeah, well, Grayson Waller's a bit of a troll on social media, isn't he? We know that much. But he put out a gif of a switchblade when Bronson Reed, who of course is on Raw, not NXT anymore, posted a selfie of himself with White from their time in Japan. What could this all mean? Well, Fightful Select have an update, don't they? They say WWE sources have repeatedly confirmed that they have long had interest in Jay White, but that everything related to the possibility of him coming into the company is being kept very quiet. When Fightful Select asked around New Japan, they were told, obviously, we'd love to keep him, and were told that he'd made positive relationships in Impact and AEW as well. Obviously, he appeared in Impact and at Forbidden Door. That was probably the most famous Jay White appearance in AEW. Yeah, four-way match. Yeah. Where's he going? If he does go to WWE, is he going to NXT, or is NXT too low for a talent of his caliber? It's weird, isn't it? Because if he just turned up in NXT with, not to disparage these names, but with your Axioms, with your Nathan Frasers, it just feels a bit like, well, we already know Jay White. Yeah. Or at least wrestling fans might be more familiar with the name Jay White than they would many other wrestlers. So if he did come into NXT,
surely he'd have to come in at the top of NXT if that makes any sense. He'd be going for titles straight away. So I could see him on the debut on the main roster.
Yeah, it feels like when you've like main evented, is it multiple Tokyo Domes at this point?
Probably, yeah. I think so,
it feels like maybe NXT might not be the place to go. So let's just get him on Raw. Let's have him up. Let's have John Cena beat Theory at WrestleMania, and then Switchblade answering up and challenge the next night on Raw, and then beat John Cena on his first night in. I saw that on Twitter and just stole it mercilessly.
I was going to say, that's really good. Fair enough. Also, last night, Jay White is scheduled for potentially one last New Japan appearance at New Japan Battle in the Valley on February 18th, which is taking place in America.
In a valley.
That's where the WWE lives, though, in America as well.
Oh.
It's also the show where Mercedes Money. Yeah. Oh my god. Moving on, it was the old Super Bowl last night, wasn't it?
Well, you tell me, Jack. I know it was on.
I watched the first half and then I went to bed.
Fair enough.
Rihanna came on and she was.
Big ups to Rihanna. Congratulations on the pregnancy.
Oh, we're doing what?
I think she said, like, I'm pregnant.
Oh, well, I shouldn't have gone to bed. I missed the big announcement. Congratulations to Rihanna. I thought you were just going to say congratulations. I saw her coming down on a big platform and I thought that's quite impressive.
I saw the platform wobbling, then she does the thing. She's like, I've got one in me. Oh,
dear me.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Rihanna.
Wrestling.
There was several wrestling tie-ins at the Super Bowl. Before we get to the actual wrestlers who's appeared, you pointed out something that I missed, which was the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. He had a belt.
I saw a video, right, and it looks like he's walking back into the locker room after the game's finished, and what's on his bloody stool in the corner? Okay. It's a WWE Championship title, which I think had the Kansas thingy on the side plates. So obviously now the WWE logo is everywhere, which is very good marketing and the reason why the championships look like they do today.
So very clever. From what I heard as well, congratulations to Patrick Mahomes. They've won the Super Bowl. It was meant to be an incredible back and forth. It was like a 4-4 in football terms, and then gets decided on a dodgy penalty decision at the end. It was like that sort of match. That's what happened. Yeah.
I learned via Uber Facts on Twitter that American football is classed as sports entertainment, like professional wrestling. What? Uber Facts, the verified account on Twitter, said it was like that. Is that just a salty Kansas fan? I don't know.
Maybe, but then a salty Philadelphia fan.
Go Eagles.
But then, But then, should a Twitter account called Uber Facts be doing
That's
opinion?
What I mean. It's verified as well on Twitter.
There were various wrestlers who appeared in commercials and that sort of thing regarding the Super Bowl. The Undertaker appeared in a halftime commercial for DraftKings. The advert saw Kevin Hart picking fights with everybody, but not Mark when he turns up.
Yeah, he's just mentioning like buzzwords, and he says the Undertaker. And then he turns around and Undertaker's there going,
They are friends, possibly, of course, because the Undertaker was in his ice bath.
That show.
Yeah, that was one of the first things he did after he retired, wasn't it?
Maybe.
But there was also Fightful Select also reported that was likely filmed in mid-December, but there were other appearances as well, Ross.
Yes, The Miz appeared in a commercial prior to the game alongside Machine Gun Kelly hyping the Super Bowl. Why didn't The Miz put him down like Kevin Owens did back in 2K15?
Why not? Batista appeared in the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the final movie in the Guardians series, and Batista's final appearance as Drax.
John Cena appears in the new trailer for Fast X, reprising his role of Jacob Toretto.
What? I've never watched any of the modern Fast and Furiouses, right? But he's related to Vin Diesel. It's all about family, isn't it?
Oh.
Because he's Dominic Toretto, isn't he?
Fair. I've never seen any of them.
That's Jacob with a K as well. Jacob. I've seen 1 and 3, and that's long, long before.
And now there's 10.
Apparently
Seems
so,
like a bit much to me.
The slogan is "The end of the road begins," which hints that the film franchise will be ending soon, but a sequel to Fast X is already in development. Tom must have put this together. Quite hilarious.
The biggest appearance of them all was NWA World Heavyweight Champion Tyrus, who appeared in the King's Court themed commercial for the Greg Gutfield show on Fox Nation, dressed as Knights in Chain Mail.
Right.
Or a Scott Steiner cosplay.
Good for Tyrus there. And former WWE 24/7 champion and multiple time Super Bowl winner Rob Gronkowski was spotted at the Super Bowl with Snoop Dogg's golden WWE title.
Oh.
It says in our notes here this may possibly be a storyline that they pay off at WrestleMania 39.
We can break that news now and confirm it to be true. Snoop versus Gronk.
Headline night 2, I believe.
So Gronk will be getting thrown off the top of the Hell in a Cell. Clearly.
Gronk apparently had a beach party at the event at the Super Bowl that was attended by
Party Boys incarnate.
This is according to Fightful. This event was attended. Picture this: Rob Gronkowski's beach party attended by Kalisto, Mojo Rawley, that one's not a surprise. They're boys.
Aye.
And Justin Roberts.
Now, is he a party boy, Justin Roberts?
I don't know.
Kalisto's a man. We all know this. But, Justin Roberts, what's he doing there?
I don't know. I wish it was just... That's the last bit of notes on the party as well. I wish it was just pages of speculation about the Super Bowl
News video
party.
2 will have updates from the party involving Kalisto, Mojo, Justin Roberts and the Gronk.
Oh, absolutely. Let us know your thoughts on these news stories and indeed the Super Bowl in the comments section down below. Commiserations to the Eagles fans and congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Rob and Ryan of Wrexham, they did the away kit on the Eagles colours, didn't they? Because they're somehow involved, aren't they?
Well, one of them was in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
It all makes sense. Illuminati.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Do leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and we'll see you very soon for the next video on this very channel. Goodbye.